I'm more thin.
Much better.
I feel thinner now.
Yes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have the distinct pleasure of being Keith Wyrick, and I'm very, very proud to be the artistic director here at Peacock Players. As with me always, the Alex Giggy to my Danny Shea, our general manager, Mr. Emerson Kelly. Nicely done, boys. Nicely done. So, see, this program is very important. Otherwise, these children would be on the streets. And no one can really have that. Ladies and gents, what an exciting year it's been here at Peacock Players. I'm very inspired by what's happened in just a short year, but as the boys were telling you, last year you guys saw us, we had construction helmets on, we were doing construction. Sharon and her husband Kevin were helping us with a major renovation project upstairs, which of course has led to a snowball effect with all of our educational classes and programs. We've broken ground on a whole new series of theater, music, and dance classes for our kids, and that's really very exciting. Our select programs, obviously we have distinctively the state's only improv comedy troupe, Technical Difficulties, which will also be joining us. Yeah, sure, right on. Danny and Giggy, obviously two proud members of our improv comedy troupe. They'll be joining us again for our 37th annual season. This year also we kind of broke ground on a new select program. We actually started under the direction of our summer camp manager, Miss Sarah Evans. We started an a cappella singing troupe, much like in the style of Glee, called Peacock Players. And due to the success of that, Peacock Players is going to be off and running and auditioning as early as September. One of the most exciting things of this last season has been the runaway success of our main stage. Our main stage season, which is usually very successful, has not only topped box office charts, but we were honored in February with receiving 9 New Hampshire Theater Awards. In fact, we were very honored. Peacock Players received more New Hampshire Theater Awards than any professional, community, or youth group in the state. And we're very, very humbled by the experience. We're still sort of sinking in. It's very surreal for us. But you guys have no idea what we have planned for next season. I think, really, we couldn't have had a better year, to be honest. The most exciting jewel of this entire season for us, in fact, has been Summer Camp 2012. And that is due, in large part, almost solely, to you fine people right in front of us. Summer Theater Camp has blown away enrollment, and it has allowed us to move to our brand new off-site facility, which is, those of you who have been doing the carpooling for the last 2 weeks, National Community College has just built a brand new $7 million state-of-the-art theater facility, complete with classrooms, which has allowed us to grow to this size.
I mean, without NCC, without their support, we just can't say enough positives about it. Allowed us to increase the counselors, which gives our students the best experience we can give them. So, absolutely.
NCC has also been a proud sponsor of Summer Camp. We want to absolutely give a shout out to them and thank them. We want to thank our advertisers throughout the year. We want to thank, really, you guys for being such a real part of a real success. So together we have done this. At this point, I have to tell you to silence cell phones, beepers, pagers, watchers, anything that might make noise. Where's Jackson? Where's little Jackson? There he is. Hey, Jackson, 2 weeks old. If for some reason you guys need to get up during the course of the show, or anybody needs to go to the restroom, or take Jackson out, you guys just, or someone needs to take Danny Shea out. Strangely, Jackson is probably better potty trained than Danny at this point. I feel fairly confident. But if you guys need to leave for any reason, please be careful in the vomits, as the actors and actresses are making exits and stuff like that. I don't want anybody to get run over. So without any further delay, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce you to the greatest woman I know, the incomparable, the lovely, and the incredibly short Miss Sarah Evans. For a second, I actually thought Patrick Regan was going to come out and do her.
I copious amounts of emails over the past couple months. We've had, like Ethan and Arsen said, an incredible summer camp season. I think our most successful to date. We have had more campers this session than we've ever had before. We have 120 kids who have graced the stage, or are about to, today. A lot. Yes, thank you. That's a lot. It's really great. Thanks, Jamesons. All the Jamesons are here, so they're a part of that. Not only have we been able to accommodate the most campers we've ever had, but we've also been able to give them the best experience. I think we've done, at least since I've been the camp manager here. We added a lot to the program this year. All of these kids participated in electives, which they got to pick, either to do film, acting, musical theater, dance, or technical theater. And that included, daily classes led by their counselors, as well as performances and talent shows and all that kind of stuff. We got to do a lot of workshops, which ranged from everything from playing Quidditch in the field to making puppets and doing tie-dye and doing acting and song workshops. A bunch of different things that they got to do there. And of course, as always, there's the regular lessons and rehearsal that they're doing in order to put on the show that you're about to see. One really cool thing we did this year is that normally when you come sit in these chairs, you're just going to see sort of the pinnacle of the last 2 weeks of work, but you don't really get to see what goes on during the day. So one of our CITs, Daniela Cinder, made a beautiful video for us that gives you a little sneak peek into what happens during the day. So why don't we take a look?
Let's dance in style, let's dance for a while. Heaven can wait, we're only watching the skies. Hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. Are you gonna drop your bomb or not? Let us live forever. Don't have the power, but we never say never. Sitting in the sand pit, life is a short trip. Music's for the sad man. Can you imagine when this race is run? Turn our faces into the sun. Praising our leaders, getting in tune. Music's played by the madman. Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever? Forever, forever. Summer like water, summer like the heat. Summer like melody, summer like beats. Sooner or later they'll all be gone. Why don't we stay young? It's hard to get on without a call. I don't wanna perish like a fading horse. Youth is like diamonds in the sun. Diamonds are forever. Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever? Forever, forever. Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever? Forever, forever.
I've gotten to watch that video a lot today, but every time I see it, I'm reminded by how much all those smiles mean throughout the rest of the year. That this is 2 weeks where kids just get to come and have fun and work together and learn a lot about themselves. And I think that especially is most true, and I'm really most proud, I think, of this oldest group here for giving up all of the time. I know that these guys are crazy busy. School's got a lot going on, they have friends, and they need jobs and all that stuff. But these really know what it means to take 2 weeks out of your life and really make a life-changing experience. And the person in charge of making that life experience happen for our wonderful Group F counselor would be Bo Fisher.
Hello everybody, I'm Keith, and standing beside me is my, as always, is my good friend, Emerson. The macaroni to my cheese, the peanut butter to my jelly sandwich, the muppet of a woman to my muppet. I feel like this is a bit. We need to come up with new material. Well, anyway, my real name is Bo Fisher. I am the counselor for Group F. This is my CIT, Miranda Mayo. Miranda's going to run off to the booth to do a little bit of setup for the show. That's right.
Have fun. Bye.
Bye, Emerson. Bye. Take care. So, I've had the privilege of working with your children / friends, because I'm hoping not all of you have children. I'm looking around. Hoping not all of you have kids in this camp. I've had the privilege of working with them for the past 2 weeks, and we've put a lot of work and a lot of hard effort into this show. I prefer to call it a show as opposed to a showcase because it's a happy accident that your kids are being showcased tonight. We have an actual play to present tonight. We have come together and worked extremely hard to bring it to you. The play Metamorphosis is about Greek myths. And when we first started the project, I had to figure out a way to talk about why Greek myths are important. Like, what's the point of doing a show about stories that have been told hundreds and hundreds of times? The answer came to me when I went to go see The Amazing Spider-Man in theaters. I saw an interview with Stan Lee, the owner of Marvel Comics, and the interviewer asked him, how do you feel about creating the modern mythology? Superheroes to us today have risen to a mythologic stature. The Grecians used their myths to convey stories about how to treat guests, how to behave with other people, what happens to a greedy man, what happens to a man who has no values, or how we should approach love. The same happens. Pardon me. The same happens with superheroes. They set values to us. I remember growing up as a kid watching Spider-Man on TV almost every single day. And the ideas of his relationships with other characters, fighting the villain, standing up for what he believes in, these are all good values, and they teach them to younger generations through storytelling. And that's what I hope to accomplish through the play today. So, without further ado, please welcome Group F in their production of Metamorphosis.
Bodies I have in mind, and how they change to assume new shapes. I ask the help of the gods who know the trick to change me. Let me glimpse the secret and speak better than I know how. Of the world's birthing, and of the creation of all things, from the first to the very latest.